Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple.
Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. No way through, so back it comes. He's having a pop! And this is Figo. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? Spread out to the left. Rashford. Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gerrard. And it's De Bruyne. McAllister. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cannavaro. Kukçu. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, it's Van Basten. And it's Kukçu. Driving through the middle. This looks promising. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Cannavaro.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Torres. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Gerrard wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Kukçu surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Cannavaro. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's bustling through here. And a chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
DiMarco. And it's Rashford. That'll be a throw. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Takes on his marker. And this is Van Basten. Well read, nice interception. De Bruyne. McAllister. And this is Figo. And that's an excellent interception. That's a sharp pass. Donatoni. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. And tries one from range. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. And it's lofted through here. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Figo. So what can they make of this? Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, look at the space here. DiMarco. And he's in on goal. Donadoni! And he's done it!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Goa up by one goal at the halfway point.
That CCTV is now in
I think
operation
on the whole the
for your
team
safety.
linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Goa have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So let's get the ball rolling.
Goa definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mbappe has got himself a free kick, and that's going to be a booking. Missed by a fraction. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's been shifted off it. Figo. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's certainly onside here. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goa with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Van Basten. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking here to chip it through. Goa are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for the run. And this is Owen. Here comes the impressive jump. That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
DiMarco has created one goal already. DiMarco scooting forward. Can he get away here? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things.
And De Bruyne! De Bruyne! That's tremendous! About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Number 8.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So time for change.
Mbappe.
And this one has been on the
Number
cards for a little
10.
while.
Rashford.
So they have it all
Coming
to
on the
do
field.
again.
Number
Well, this is to be
18.
expected, Peter, when you've got two strong
Number
teams of fairly
21.
equal standing.
Marco
The outcome
Asensio.
should all come down to finishing.
And here's Berbatov.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
De Bruyne. And the counter is on. Goa do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Gerrard makes the interception. Van Basten, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And it's McAllister. Hakimi. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That pass has been well intercepted. He'd have done well to reach that. Berbatov. Picks out Berbatov! And that's a good finish. Into the lead once more. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith. De Bruyne! And he's there to belt it away. Lobbed in behind.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Donadoni receives it in a wide position. And this is Berbatov. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Well taken goal. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Goa go up by 2 and are looking good.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
DiMarco. And Donadoni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Quality ball. That ball looks a good one. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Donadoni. There will be 4 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Goa looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
And a quick reminder
Berbatov
today, everybody,
gleefully
to
reminding
make
us
sure
of
to
what a
put any
superb
liquor in
day
the
he's
bins
had at the
provided.
office.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Goa definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Brazil have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it? Batistuta! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he...
Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Donatoni. Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Kokchu. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Shevchenko. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Over to the right flank. What a throw in. Rashford. And it's DiMarco. That's a throw. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Somewhat off target. Kokchu. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Kokchu. Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Now it's Yamal. That has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal has it in a wide position.
Goa are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rashford is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Threads one in. Yamal. Good pressure, determined, intense. Shevchenko. Now it's Gordon. Can he get it through? Rashford gets into a good position. Oh, he's not getting any further than that. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Kokchu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neymar couldn't squeeze it through.
Brazil genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. Kokchu, not the most accurate pass. That has been cut short. Now it's Shevchenko, and he cuts out the supply. He's picked his way through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nakata gets over and intercepts.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Shevchenko. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Well taken goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He'll try from distance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Otto. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Shevchenko. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Neymar, spread to the right. Batistuta picked out brilliantly, and Batistuta! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Big chance! There it is! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he fought. And that is all they have time for. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good spread. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Goa do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Donatoni. Otto defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kokchu. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Ronaldinho! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Now it's Donatoni. And he skips past his man. Asensio, he's got away.
Goa really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
And this is Batistuta. Kokchu was in no mood for any of that. Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's destined for the flank. Batistuta. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's been played through. Asensio is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Torres. Aims beyond the defence. Cannavaro. Goa do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that is expertly dealt with. Not the most accurate pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Torres. DiMarco. Here's Asensio. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Goa really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And he's managed to get free. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Spread it left.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Asensio. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Serginho. Neymar. Spread out to the left. Oh, red. Nice interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
It's always nice to see the silky smooth skills of Robert Pires.
A really exceptional talent, and he could... Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bernardo Silva, Skriniar gets over and intercepts. Kukçu running with intent. Rashford. Schneider stood up well to him there. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. Well, that has not gone well. Aims beyond the defence. Referee has just said play on. Fernando Torres. He's looking wide. Rashford. Rashford stood his ground strongly. And that's a good intervention. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note? Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Tito. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the pass is intercepted. Rashford, rapid and full of intent. Schneider does really well to win the ball there. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goa have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Foot in. Sade. That's a pretty loose pass. Good ball, good take. And he's found... And the finish! Goa currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Jimenez. And it's Pires. Bernardo Silva. Donatoni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rashford.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Rashford. Oh, well played. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Donatoni. And here's Torres. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He shifted it to the flank. Fernando Torres. Spread out to the left. Rashford. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pires picks it up out wide. Filippo Inzaghi engages, and Bernardo Silva just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Goa are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Just past the 40th minute mark. Perez. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Rashford has it in a wide position. Oh no, what has happened here? Nice looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. A long ball by the goalkeeper. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Goa go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Number 22.
Goa have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Number 18.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He's found a way through. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Rashford with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Donadoni! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Albert Ferrer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's shifted it to the flank, and he's managed to get free. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Still just a single goal between the sides. Donadoni. He is through here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Costa Curta. And it's Schneider. Schneider. Oh, this is a terrific run. Schneider. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shot, surely! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have
Rashford.
movement on both benches.
Number 9.
So they have it
Fernando
all to
Torres.
do again.
Coming on the field.
Well, this is to be expected,
Number
Peter, when you've
21,
got two strong
Marco
teams of fairly
Asensio.
equal standing.
Number
The outcome
5,
should all come down to finishing.
Substitutions taking place.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Goa leading now. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? He's in a great position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Perez. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Albert Ferrer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kulusevski carries the ball down the right. Look at this, it's Inzaghi! Oh, it's come off the upright. And this is Perez. Baresi clears without hesitation.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two
Hello,
sides get
everybody,
ready to
and
lock
welcome
horns.
to today's
This is
match.
football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That is lovely. Isco. There's the shot! He scored! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Cannavaro, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Donadoni, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Isco. Looking for a runner. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Caught offside that time. Skriniar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri carries the ball down the right. Well timed, excellent interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And his shot, surely! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Kukçu is behind this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Mbappe! That was quite a hit. Oh, some astute defending there. DiMarco ploughing through the middle. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Kukçu is standing over this one, so the perfect chance to get one back. He's in a great position. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Donadoni certainly knows that he's missed it.
Oh no, this shot a goal! And there's a goal! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Goa cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
DiMarco. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Mbappe. Rijkaard is the guilty party there. Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri, chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Goa are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Torres. Tries a shot! And a neat finish! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Donadoni is fouled. And here's DiMarco. Oh, that's fabulous. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a really well-measured ball. Space for him to turn and look. That's good play.
That's good play from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. And here's Torres. Oh, he's burst through. Torres. And Torres! Well taken goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The lightness of step, the shot. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
So for 45 minutes, these teams have matched each other, mirrored each other. We have ourselves a gem of a game here.
Substitutions taking place.
So it's back to business. And here's Donadoni. Donadoni. Kukçu. Now it's Torres. That's the throw. Pulls out once more. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. No, he's not getting any further than that. Steaming on goalwards. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Brazil have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Now it's Torres. Nicely weighted ball. And Shevchenko!
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
It's a good run, this. One that is... Oh, great leap! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that is well cleared. Fernando Torres. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Donadoni making good progress. Oh, that's nice. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Torres! And he's done it! And that really is so impressive. So, a breakthrough already. Quarter of an hour played. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Rijkaard going forward. Ødegaard. And here's Torres. Gets a good foot in there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Serginho. And they're back on the ball again. It's Azar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well read, nice interception. Saliba. Kimmich. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Torres was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Torres. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. The ball's gone astray. Kutchu.
That was lovely, that.
Kutchu! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely spread. Cannavaro. Fernando Torres. Goa have it back and can go again. Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Goa with the corner. They're first. Kukchu with the short one. And it's DiMarco. And he shoots! Again, a brilliant save. It's their second corner of the game. Kukchu plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Kukchu. He's beaten the last man. Tries a shot. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Marquinhos. And it's Serginho. Now it's Torres. Torres gets on his bike and on the move. Kukchu. Looking for the run. And this is Torres. Timber. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Goa go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Goa have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 27. Camisa 21.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And Torres! No, just not quite.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Timber. Kimmich. Park Ji-sung. The message is clear, none shall pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kimmich. Kukchu is the team's great visionary. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Park Ji-sung. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kukchu.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Marquinhos. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. He's onside. And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substituição em andamento.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Ball is over the line. Sojin, what are you thinking? Oh no, what has happened here? Ball's out once more. And it's been given away. Showing good feet. Asensio. Can he get it through? And this is Torres. Torres! And here's Donatoni. Park Ji-sung. Goa do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Fernando Torres. That's a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Dembele.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Goa are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Torres is herring after that one. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here! Yep, it's a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Donatoni scooting forward. He has found the way through. Donatoni proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Berbatov. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Brazil seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
He's picked his way through. And it's Figo. Oh, good ball! Nicely aimed pass. And here's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung touches it back. Can he get on the end of this? That is a crunching tackle. Corner number 2 then. Figo! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there.
Teremos 3 minutos de
This official
acréscimo.
showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's looking wide. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! Just cruising! They are cruising! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him.
And that's that. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these 2 sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale. That is special! Gareth Bale!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Goa are already chasing the game. Could be danger here. And this is Torres. Azar. Pumas do have a chance to counter here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Goa, already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Hazard venturing down the left. He has found the way through.
That's good play from him.
Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Great defending, strong and determined. Bale does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Can he latch on to this? David Villa. Now it's Bale. Now it's Villa. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Tries to get it clear. Can he get away here? He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. DiMarco does well to get it back. Aims beyond the defence. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Kukcu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it out wide. Aimed at the far side. And he's there to clear it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he can clear it away. Goa with the corner, there first. Getting up there! But he's left disappointed.
Now there is one relieved goalkeeper. He was helpless.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Walker is there, and he can get that clear. Real chance here. He's had a shot! He's in a good position here. Cannavaro. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. He can run onto that. That's been cut out, well played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Good ball over the top. Cleared without hesitation. And that's gone loose.
Oh, really well played.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward, looking for the run. David Villa is onto this. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Walker spots it and intercepts.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? White gets his head on it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Goa are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Fernando Torres.
So we're underway for the second
Coming on
half.
to replace him is
Goa
number 18,
really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two,
Substitutions taking
Peter.
place.
Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Knocks it into space. And that has put paid to that. Goa different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Cannavaro. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's Rijkaard. DiMarco. Good play on the left-hand side here. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Alaba. David Villa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. No, not quite on the same wavelength. This is a promising build-up. Very nicely done. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
David Villa. They want to be quick to recover this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Berbert's real chance! It's a goal! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pumas appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Probing pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Goa still have the cards to affect this game. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. And he's quick to return it. Yamal. And it's Azar. Berbatov. Neatly clipped into space. Pumas disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. It's a good foot in there. And it's Azar. Berbatov. Lovely bit of skill.
Berbatov clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Owen. Oh, just skips past his man. David Villa. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, it's come loose.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down.
And it's Berbatov. And Berbatov! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
So changes afoot here,
Adar.
and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 21, Marco Asensio.
Bale.
Substitution.
Beckenbauer. Pumas really will have to throw everything at this now. Asensio is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Kaka. Rijkaard proves too strong. Now it's Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Berbatov. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Conte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kutchu. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Berbatov.
There will be 1 minute at
Whistle's
a
gone,
time.
and they've got themselves a free kick. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
No way through, so back it comes. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Alaba gets it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Berbatov picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise.